Hey YouTube, what is up? How is everybody doing today? I hope your days are going good and your lives are going even better than that. We are going to be jumping into the band known as Shield of Wings. They're a fairly small band from what I can tell from the YouTube channel. They are, genre-wise, I have no fucking idea. I had a choice between either this, as the person who showed me said it's either this one for her harshes, or it's the other one that they gave me for her clean. So it's between this and it's between wet. And so I went for the harsher, as I prefer harsher vocals in general, but I do love a good old power metal fucking sing-along sometimes, and folk metal sing-along sometimes. It just depends on what I'm doing mostly. But man, I mean, I'm excited. I don't know what it's going to sound like. It might be power metal for all I know. Like, Shield of Wings sounds very power metal to me, but like the logo, I don't know, it's kind of like misleading a little bit. We'll see anyway. We'll see what we're getting ourselves into. I hope it's going to be amazing. I hope I'm not going to hate it. Personally anyway. As much as like some people may like watching me hate on shit, like me personally finding bands that I just have to rip apart is just kind of a little bit annoying to me, to be fair with you, but still. Fuck it, man, let's just jump into this.
Veiled bride, I have wed with war and turned away from the shield of trees, alone into destiny's storm. If I do not die, how can I be Mind of myth, holding our ancestors' gift from the world's age door. Fire dress the tomb.
I know it's really bad to pause it right there, but I'm just gonna kind of give it a guess by what the fuck I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be folky, Viking-y, somewhere around there. That's what I'm assuming anyway. It could go fucking pure power metal for all I know. It could go from this kind of epic deepness into just something really bright and happy and amazing for all I know, but that's just kind of where I want to really go, or where I'm thinking it's going to go. We're gonna just go across the very start of the lyrics. I turned off the lyrics as it's basically a lyric video, so there's no point having the lyrics on the side of the screen. But just for when I'm I am doing analysis is when I'm just gonna put the lyrics on the screen. Fucking hell, that was a mouthful and a half right there. Veiled bride. I've wed with war, so the veiled bride meaning like literally wed with war, wed with destruction and death and cruelty and all of that good shit. And turned away from the shield of trees. Instead of being shielded by the trees, by everything else keeping you safe, you're just away from that point, going into battle and wars and death and destruction. Alone into destiny's storm, like destiny's taking a hold of you and taking it where it designed for you to go. And if I do not die, how can I be reborn? Like, exactly, like, at least like back in folk, like times back when it was all old and stuff, you would fight and you would die just so you could get into Valhalla, just so you could be reborn as somebody else. In some cases it's just like one of those things, and it's so we'll see. Let's keep going. it's a very good prospect. It's building into something. What it's building towards that is a whole other fucking question. It's definitely folk though. It's not quite Viking. Like, Viking is more very much like ancestor-esque. Like, it's not really like this. This is way more folk-esque. It's way more traditionally based instruments and like talking about war and stuff, obviously, but like it's just in a much more casual kind of way. It could change for it. It could go pure fucking Viking. It could be like a Lyle Hey where it just kind of fools you for the first like 5 minutes of the song, and it just goes like 1,000 miles an hour. Like, it just depends how he really wants to go, man. Still, and analysing the lyrics as lyrics are always fun. Mind of myth, holding our ancestors' gift. The ancestors' gift could be power, destruction, death. It could be a thing of war. It could be any other things from the woods, aged old. Why address the tombs null, as in like the gift itself is from the wood and it's been aged very old. It's like it's been around for a long time, and it's been fire dressed and it's been in the tombs null. And in the ash I must find the new path, unclothed into the cold. In the ash of all this fire, of everything else, I'm completely unclothed and naked. I must find this new path going out into the cold, either literally or figuratively, if you know what I mean. Just kind of trying to like taking away everything else that's burdening her, and just kind of pushing forward with a new destiny, just letting that unfold. Shade once hid my withered chest, laced with bad blood and marked by scarred flesh. And yeah, a shade once hid my withered chest, like the shade of the trees once hid my withered chest, my chest that couldn't burden anything, and now it has been laced with the bad blood, and it's been marked by my flesh being scarred from the battles and the fortitude and everything else that they've had to go through in order to keep going with their journey, and so on and such forth, man. Let's keep going. I'm getting too into the song, I think. Like, the genre of music normally isn't my thing, you know what I mean? Like, just normal folk isn't really what I listen to on a daily basis. Like, the most or closest I ever get to is Viking metal with, like, ancestor and bands like that. So, it's interesting for me to be getting into a band that's basically very folk influenced. Like, obviously there's growls on it and stuff like that, but I don't know, her growls specifically sound very roty to me. Like, it sounds painful in a sense. Like, you know, the way she's doing it sounds painful to me. Because as I'm listening to it, I can hear the scratchy, and it sounds like just like if I was trying to growl with my throat, I'm not going to because I don't want to fucking be stupid and damage my throat. But Like, you know, when you speak, and like, you know how I'm speaking now, I'm not speaking with my normal voice, I'm speaking with a much lower version of my voice because I'm pushing. Instead of like using my normal, I'm just pushing the vocals down a little bit and just making my voice come back up in a little bit more of a darker kind of way. Like, I don't know how she's producing the growls. I hope they're safe. I hope it's just my ears playing tricks on me. But it sounds like she's just using her throat in a bad way when she's growling. It sounds like she's not using here or here. She's using right in her voice box. I hope not, but that's just how it sounds to me. Either way. Let's just go back into. Let's just see where we've got up to. Breaking the bone lock, scraping the patch rot, gone away from slow decay, leaving is safety's comfort. So yeah, breaking this bone lock. The bone lock meaning the bond between a tribe, I'm assuming, and just like breaking that lock between that she has with her bones, with a kinship, and leaving that behind. Scraping the patched rot, gone away from the slow decay and leaving comfort of safety. As in like going away from everything she's known, just going out into a different place. Tired wrath, the weight so somber, for the whip tastes bitter servants. As in like a tired wrath, a weight so somber. So tired, like a wrath is obviously wrath, but a tired wrath is something that is slowly going away. With a weight that is so somber, so bittersweet, so sad and depressive and dark. In the process. For the whip tastes bitter, is it bittersweet? Bitter servant doesn't sound right, but in the song itself, I think it might have said bittersweet, but yeah, something along those lines. Like, the whip tastes bitter, as in, like, obviously, like, it's very much a metaphor of what a whip, because whip, you can't taste a whip. I mean, you can, but you know what I mean. But hours to come to climb the spire. I mean, as long as there's not 7 of them, and there's not an amazing female metal, one of the best female metal vocalists in the world on top of it, I think we're fine, to be honest with you. Near to the peace of oneness. So yeah. So she's got to climb to the top of a specific spire, near to her piece of oneness within herself, to become one with herself. And yeah, man, I think we're about here. I wasn't paying much attention to where we are in these lyrics here, so I'm kind of not lost. I'm just like enjoying the song. It's very strange for me to be enjoying this kind of music. Strange, but also at the same time, if you know what I mean. Let's go. That was pretty awesome, actually. That was like one of the best folk songs I've ever heard. I think because in my older age I've been listening to a lot more atmospheric and a lot more other music like that. It kind of like makes me really start to enjoy these styles of music, I'm guessing. Maybe I need to go back and listen to a fuck ton of folk and I might just actually enjoy it now. Like I never used to back when I was a lot younger than I am now. But nowadays, I listen to a lot of atmospheric. I listen to a lot of doom, depressive, depressive black. I mean, like, you know, the really dark, deep, meaningful kind of music that needs a lot of interpretation in order for the music to feel good to you, and for it to help you and be good to what you're listening to and all that kind of vibe. Atmospheric is now one of my favorite genres of music out of everything. It doesn't even have to be metal. Just atmospheric music in general is just amazing. Like, if you're ever in that mood where you just want to, like, embrace something, man, go for some atmospheric. You won't regret it, man. Just take it on me. Ignoring the screams that I kind of don't know whether they're scratching the right or wrong place or not, then I think the song is awesome. Like, the growls itself aren't quite for me, but the rest of the song, just all of the instrumentation, everything all happening around me with everything, and because I think I'm using such crazy headphones and stuff like that, it's kind of just adding loads of different elements into the song and making it amazing. The vocals are not really, like, I wouldn't say powerful, but they do what they're meant to do. They interact and they show their story. They go through their story to such a way where it just shows everything that they're trying to say, and it shows it in a good way. It shows, you can hear the vibrance, the taste of battle within their voices, the taste of everything within their voices, and it's literally just one of those powerful, amazing things. And it's just like, for everything you don't need power, it's how you sound your voice as you're singing it. You can hear the might, the pride, everything within it, and it's amazing. These guys need so many more subscribers than they have, and this band is fucking iconic. It's like, once these guys get to a point where people discover them, when a massive YouTuber picks them up, it's going to be great. Because I ain't massive, like, in terms of being a YouTuber, but I do this for fun mostly. Like, I would love to be able to do this shit as a job one day, but this shit's never going to happen for me, I don't think. I think I'm just not quite, I don't know, like, I think my voice is just a bit too fucked up for it, or people just don't like my long-winded approach to things, potentially. I have no idea. We'll see. Either way, man, I hope you guys enjoyed, like, the Latin bit of the lyrics, if you were curious. It's just what we've already really heard in the last bit. Like, the way Pharaoh was sharpened stone, a melody softens the vital blow. And then it's just basically what we've already gone through, so there's not really much for us to really go through in that sense. So I'm going to leave it right away. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was awesome. I cannot wait to hear more of this amazingness. Have a wonderful day, evening, or night, and I will catch you guys in the very next video. Until then, take it easy.